I'm the guy Rachel was talking about earlier who was placing bets on someone playing a song and everybody hating it, mostly because I'm the guy that's playing the guitar later and I know how these things go. So, you're ready for some music, you guys? But first I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. Celebrated a birthday recently. That's pretty cool. I'm lucky to look pretty young for my age. Nobody ever believed me when I tell them I'm 51. Yeah, which is probably smart because I'm only 38, but still older than most of you guys would think. So, guys, I got married.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks so much. I appreciate that. Then I got divorced. Normally there's a bigger cheer for that one. At least statistically, it would make sense. Don't cry for me though. I got the house in Tahoe in the divorce, and by that I mean I live in my Chevy. That's right. Ran into my ex the other day, or as the judge called it, attempted vehicular homicide. Ooh. No, my ex and I are actually still really good friends. Turns out she's a lesbian. And I'm not saying that like a vindictive man, like, oh, she didn't want me. She's a lesbian. Like, she's actually a lesbian. And people will ask me, Joe, was there any indication, was there anything that would have told you she's a lesbian? And aside from the fact that I'm a giant pussy and she ate me alive, I cannot say that there was any indication. On a completely unrelated note, did you guys know that scissoring really hurts your balls? Yeah, like a lot. Guys, I told that joke in Birmingham, Alabama, and a guy yelled out, "You're doing it wrong!" They are way more progressive down there than I was giving them credit for. I thought he was joking until he came up to me after the show and was like, "We call it safety scissoring." Yeah, my ex and I are still friends, but I'm not sure that we're close enough that I can ask her the questions that I have about lesbians. Without a guy in the bedroom, how do you know when sex is over? Did you set a timer for 2 minutes or what? Oh man, now that I'm single, I'm dating again, getting back out there, going on a bunch of dates. Hasn't really improved my love life, but I do have an outstanding balance on my credit card. Yeah, you guys, lots of dates out there. I feel like it's kind of hard to stand out in the dating world when you look like the vanilla flavor of white men. That table knows what I'm talking about. Don't get me wrong, fellas, it's not a bad flavor, it's just not anybody's first choice. So, you guys, I feel like I'm looking for a smart girl. Consider myself an intellectual. Not to brag, but I get through about a book a day. I'd probably get through more, but my wrist gets sore from coloring so much. So, I feel like there's a lot of weirdos out there in the dating world, you guys. I went on a date with this one girl. She told me she had 2 half-brothers, which is just a really strange way of saying you have a brother. Yeah, it's like, what, did you cut him in half or something? Like when I say I have 2 half women in my freezer, that makes sense. Bunch of weirdos out there, you guys. I feel like hiking dates are really popular nowadays. Any hikers out there? Anybody like going hiking? Awesome, good for you guys. I do a little bit of hiking, never go to the mountains, just the foothills. That's because of my foot fetish. Did you guys know that the hiking community and the foot fetish community actually have the same slogan? Which is, take only pictures, leave only footprints. You guys, I just started getting into the dating world, the online dating world, and I'm so inspired that I actually wrote a song about it. This song is dedicated to everyone who is looking for love with strangers on the internet, and not people who talk at comedy shows. This song's dedicated to you then. I've been on a date in a while. Maybe it's time to create a profile. Plenty of fish in the sea, or so say the others. But that all hinges on our Tinder sparking when we bumble at each other. Trying to find the words to pull on your heartstrings. I never know what to say in these darn things. But here goes. Let's start with the pictures, the first impression. And because of that, I'll hide the fact my hair's in recession. And I've got gray hairs, but I don't want you to know. So I use a picture from about a decade ago. And I know girls only have one wish, and that's a guy who provides. So here's me with a fish. You ladies like that, don't you? We know you do, that's why we do it. Fill out my bio so you can get to know me. Not using words, but with letters and emojis. I'm a DTFE, STP, looking for FWB, no ENM for me, that's ethical non-monogamy. I find it fascinating that we live in a world where banging someone other than your spouse isn't, not only is it frowned upon, but it's so popular we came up with an acronym for it. But don't worry everybody, it's ethical. You know how you know it's ethical? It's in the name. They ask for my height and I don't want to admit it, but confess I'm 5'7" and I get called a midget. The little people need loving too, so grab me that stool and I'll make love to you. I'm pretty bad in bed if I'm being honest. My dick's a decent size, I just don't last the longest. So why the hell would you sleep with me? Well, if you let me put it in you, then you eat for free. So let's go to my place to finish off the night and get ready for the best 30 seconds of your life. I said get ready for the best 30 seconds of your life. Who's the online dating is the best and the worst and it drives me crazy. Who I've been debating if I'd be better off masturbating. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Guys, now that I'm dating again, getting back into the gym, working out. Never been to a Planet Fitness though, mostly because I'm not an astronaut. But I've been to a planned fitness, which is a lot like Planned Parenthood, except for instead of abortions, they just drop a weight on your stomach. Yeah, it's really hard to work out there because whenever you get to the top of the Stairmaster, they just push you back down.
Barnholt.
I can tell a few of you guys didn't like that joke. You know who else didn't like that joke? My 8-month pregnant sister. Not a fan. Speaking of guys, I'm going to be an uncle. How cool is that? I have to admit, I'm a little concerned for my sister. I've heard of some horror stories around pregnancies. I've even heard of some of them resulting in children. Yeah, because being a parent sucks. I don't have kids, but all my friends with kids suck. It's like, stop casting forward in front of the kids. Stop blowing smoke in the baby's face. What the hell, man? It used to be cool. My sister and her friends are not finding out the sex of the baby, so I'm having a nibble. That is, of course, the gender-neutral term for a niece or nephew. It's also a very uncomfortable word to say around black people. Luckily, you guys won't have any of those here in Littleton, so we're safe. No, it's not a racist term, but it implies way too much coming from a guy that looks like me. But that's not going to stop me from rolling into my sister's place like, what up, my nibbling? No, I probably shouldn't do that. I know how white I am. Pretty sure if you took all the white guys in Denver and combined them, I would be the result. So, you guys, I'm so white I get 2% milk at the store because whole milk's too spicy. But they call it mild cheddar, there's nothing mild about it. That shit makes me sweat. No, I get told that I look like I shop at Whole Foods. Which is funny because I've never been there till earlier this week. I was really disappointed to find out it's not a donut shop. Whole Foods. That deserved that response, everybody. That deserved that response. I do get told that I look like Mike McDaniel. For the uninitiated, that is the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. I do an impression for you guys, but I'm not exactly sure what he sounds like. I'm guessing it's something like, It's a dolphin joke, everybody. Not all the cetologists in the audience tonight. Cetology being the study of dolphins. Okay, we're back out of that one. Speaking of white people in sports, you guys been watching Caitlin Clark?
Yeah.
Broken ball. Anyone who's not watching her, that you guys are missing out. That girl is awesome. She reminds me of a white female version of, who's that one famous basketball player? I made a movie about him. White female, Air Bud. Yeah. She's so good. And I know what you're thinking, but Air Bud's golden, not white. So, not to perpetuate the white stereotype, but I am an engineer. No, don't clap for that. Do you guys know anytime an engineer tells you they're an engineer, they hear applause in their head? Explains a lot, right? I started my career in oil and gas before switching over into tech. It was a little bit of a culture shock going from the old boy world of oil and gas. I saw a bunch of stuff I'd never seen in an office environment before. Shorts, flip-flops, minorities. Still no women, but other minorities. So, I picked up a really bad cigarette habit when I was in oil and gas. I don't smoke, I just give cigarettes to kids. I told you guys it's a bad habit. I'm hoping they have like a quit line or a patch that I can use to stop. It's really addictive. Oh, I got the guitar up here. I probably got only about so much time. I should probably sing one last song for you guys. You guys want to hear one more song? About our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys giving me some space and time to do that. Guys, I'm actually not the biggest fan of organized religion, more of a fan of unorganized religion. That's why I stormed the Capitol on January 6th. Yeah, got my hands on one of those Trump Bibles. Turns out he changed more than just the cover. He actually changed some details about our boy Jesus, so I wrote a country gospel song about it. One Sunday afternoon, it was the Jewish day of rest. Jesus showed up at a wedding as an uninvited guest. They said, Jesus, where's your invite? They started to complain. He turned the water into wine. He turned the sand into cocaine. The Lord is my shepherd. I am a little lamb. In Mexico, he's Jesus. In China, he's Jackie Chan. I'm talking about All-Star Jesus, the MVP of all the Jews. All-Star Jesus, have a ball. He'll make you feel brand new. Well, Jesus climbed the mountain to preach about the Lord. Oh, the people, they were restless, they were hungry, they were bored. He made fish appear from nothing, turned breadcrumbs into bread. He gave all the women boob jobs, he turned hand jobs into head. The Lord is my shepherd, I am a little sheep. Let the Holy Ghost inside you, or he'll do it while you sleep. Did you guys want to talk? You guys want to make a word here? You guys want to do it? I say you guys want to... I can stop singing if you guys want to have a conversation. I appreciate that. I love you guys. It's like the love for our Lord. Rock. I'm talking about All-Star Jesus, the MVP of all the Jews. All-Star Jesus, just pop the sheets, he's never using lube. Now this is the part of our song that gets a little bit sad. They hung Jesus on the cross as he made his last request. You can cover up my dome, but please bronze up my abs and chest. Now don't you cry for Jesus, if he wanted down he could. His hands were high and wide to show the field goal had been good. Our friend Jesus may not be able to clap his hands, but you can. So clap along if the Spirit moves you, because I'm talking about All-Star Jesus, the MVP of all the Jews. All-Star Jesus, just clap the Spirit. Wow, I threw myself out there. Stop that. All-Star Jesus, put water, he'll turn it into booze. All-Star Jesus, that's his Snapchat, so send him all your nudes. All-Star Jesus, the MVP of all the Jews. Thank you guys. There is nothing more beautiful in music than a room full of white people never tried to clap along without drums. Let me tell you, we proved that tonight, people. My name is Joe Barnholt. Follow me on Instagram at Sloppy Joe Comedy. Guys, I genuinely love that you're loved. I apologize for calling you out there. Hopefully you have a good night at the rest of the comedy. Give it up for Sam, your host, and all the rest of the time.
Keep going for Joe, everybody.